Heyo, it's Mez, aka the Rookie Monster, coming at you live on tape. Tonight I'm doing a video for Philmington'S Nscc free flight giveaway. Now, there's about 30-40 rules we got to adhere to, so I wrote them all down, but I've been seeing other people's videos. It's hard to remember all these. So I suggest if you're going to participate in this giveaway, you might want to look and hire an assistant to sort of help keep track with everything you need. Probably one with some kind of engineering background, just so they can keep you on point. First rule, I see we got to like your video. Done. Second rule, subscribe to your channel. If you insist, I can do that. And done. Third rule is to put the title in. Alright, that's a long title. It has to be all in caps. It's not done yet, but by the time you see this, hopefully it's done. Fourth rule, it's about 11 dozen hashtags in the description. Hopefully there's not a character limit in the description. I never put a lot of hashtags in there, but if you're seeing this, that should be done. Fifth rule, link to the video. Again, if you're seeing this, probably done. Sixth thing, am I going to the National this year? Unfortunately, I am not going. I just really got back into the hobby, and wife's not quite on board heading up there this year so soon. But hopefully by next year, we should be full go on that. So, is it my first time? If I was going, then yes, it would be my first time. When I do finally make it, it will be my first time. A couple of do's and don'ts. Again, I've never been, so I was told to do some research, so I had to go back to school and do some homework. I did a lot of research, looking around what to do and what not to do. Pretty much the number one thing, or one of the top things to do, was have a budget. Well, that's great. Whatever. You know, have a budget, keep up with everything, blah, 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 blah. Just remember, as soon as your budget runs out, then that's when you say, hell with the budget, and start making it rain. Seriously, you're on vacation. You're your first ever card trip. That's what budgets are made for, to be broken. Make it rain. I want you to debaucherize yourself. Make poor decisions all weekend. Pretend like you're back in college on spring break. I want you to be filled on the plane ride home with misery and regret when you look back on all the poor decisions you made. You have to it'd be hard to look your wife in the eye when you got to explain all of the purchases you made. That is the sign of a great time. So do have a budget. Don't keep it. All right, moving on. If you do happen to debaucherize yourself a little late one night at the bar or something, make sure you do carry around some breath freshener. You look like a pretty tall guy, so I'm imagining when you're talking to people, you're going to be blasting down like a fiery dragon upon them, a cloud. And you don't want it to be that flammable breath from last night. No, you want to annoy them with your minty freshness. So do bring some breath mints, because it's a long day. Who knows how often you're going to get back to your hotel room. Don't forget to use said breath mints. All right. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, if you do happen to see something like this, don't do what comes naturally, which would be look like this. But try to play it cool. You know, do like some reverse selfies or something with things in the background. You know, you don't want people thinking that maybe you're there for the Little League cards. So, all right. Let's see. What else do we got here? I've got... Oh, yeah. One thing it said was... It said the food... Well, that's just not working good. They said the food sucks and is overpriced there, so you need to bring yourself a sack lunch. A sack lunch. That's what you should bring. Save yourself a couple of dollars that you can put towards more cards. Well, we've already established you're blowing through your budget like nobody's business. And again, now, when you get home and you have to explain it to your wife, and she's like, what happened? And you're like, well, Mez said I could do that. And she calls, I'll be like, you know, new phone, who this? So that's be on you. That's part of the fun. It's explaining all the poor decisions. But if you make this poor decision of bringing a sack lunch to the place where there's a huge card show, then I say, sir, you need a beating. You need a beating. I mean, come on. What are you, 8 years old? You're a grown man who's gainfully employed. And what I've heard, a connoisseur of food, food critic, food critiquer of food. So if you show up with this 1-star sack lunch, then I say to you, sir, good day. I mean, geez, go out of the place. Come off the hip with a couple more bucks. It's got to be, what, 10, 15 restaurants in a 1-block radius. You're in Chicago, for Christ's sake. All right. And last but not least, since I will not be attending, the number one most important thing for you to do, though it pains me to say it, is... There you go. It's hard to get this out. I can't say it. You just read it. Read it for yourself. Read it for yourself.